Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining today's demo day on skill development. I'm Jess Thompson, content producer on behalf of ATD, and I will be your moderator for today. In today's fast-paced business world, skills-based talent development is essential for staying competitive. By focusing on skills, organizations can quickly adapt to technological and industry changes. CTDO's next skill-based talent development maturity model helps organizations assess and improve their skills development efforts, aligning training with business goals and fostering continuous improvement. Download the model and assessment at ctdonext.td.org. At ATD 24 New Orleans, ATD introduced its first in-person supplier showcase where 4 of today's skills solution providers shared innovative ideas with talent development leaders. Attendees learned about new solutions for their organization's skill-based talent development journeys and shared challenges with peers. Today, you can experience these demos virtually. I'd like to start by thanking today's sponsors, iSpring, Cornerstone, Expertus One, Blue Ocean Brain, and Bridge. We appreciate your participation in this event and providing this opportunity for attendees to learn more about these skill development tools. If you'd like to interact with our speakers or fellow participants throughout the demos, please be sure to select everyone from the drop-down menu in the chat box. We will have time for Q&A throughout the day, and if you'd like to follow up with our presenters, please do so following today. Finally, we will have 15-minute breaks after each demo to give you time to stretch your legs before the next demo starts. And now I'm very pleased to introduce today's first demo with iSpring. Ina Solar is a Senior Account Executive with iSpring Solutions, and April Collins is also joining us today in the chat. And now over to you, Ina. Please take it away.
Wonderful, perfect. Hi, Jess. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Yeah, I'm Ina. I'm a Senior Account Executive at iSpring, and I'm a B2B-driven, result-driven expert with 9 years prior. And I have a proven track of record success implementation with 270 entities and companies, and I will be happy to improve your business outcomes with e-learning and iSpring as well. So at this point, I'm going to start sharing my screen, and could you be kind, just let me know, put the plus in the chat if you can see my screen. Just a second. Moment. Any sign from your side? Yes, wonderful, perfect, great. So I'm excited to talk to you about how to choose the training format that really works. We are here to help you pick the best framework for your topics and audience. And before we start, I would like you to, maybe I would like to know a little bit more about you. So could you be kind and maybe share in the chat, how do you align with online training? Maybe you're an instructional designer, maybe you're an L&D expert, maybe you're HR expert, could you please share just in the chat your statuses, your positions? It would be really awesome to know and insightful. And while you're sharing, I would like you to maybe introduce to our company if you don't know it. So for over 23 years, iSpring been designing e-learning software that helps individuals, teams, and businesses thrive through better employee training. And our work has been honored with multiple industry awards, consistently recognizing on the top-notch products, leading technologies, and outstanding customer support as well. So we've had a pleasure of working with over 59 plus companies, including government agencies, educational institutions worldwide, and with such big companies like Microsoft, Boeing, Dell, and others, So iSpring in general has 2 premier solutions, which is our learning management system. It helps you to store your courses, deliver those courses 24 hours per 7, and track your learners' results. And the other one is iSpring Suite, which we're going to talk about today. It is content creation, PowerPoint-based solution, very powerful with ability to create role plays, screencasts, dialogue simulations, and lots of interactions. So let's get it started. And in the world of e-learning, oh, by the way, I'm so sorry, I didn't check that. I see that we have designers. Most of you are L&D experts. Great, perfect. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, so in the world of e-learning, choosing the wrong format can lead to disengaged employees and missed objectives. However, choosing the right one can be transformative for your business or like university classes. And you also will be able to provide tailored, engaging learning experience and inspire employees. Just picture a workplace not just trained, but genuinely motivated, applying their knowledge to enhance productivity and innovation. It sounds interesting, but it is possible. So I would suggest, of course, we will learn about training formats today that really work and how they work. But before dive into all formats, I want to go over a great way to get an idea of which format will work best for your scenario. And what I recommend doing is creating a training brief. A training brief is a detailed document outlining a training program, including objectives, content, methods, materials, durations, assessment criteria, training info, and logistics. It guides course designers and trainings, ensuring organized and effective training aligned with participants' needs and learning goals. So this information is super helpful for choosing the format, For example, let's say you need to teach an employee how to use Excel format, Excel file, or whatever. A gamified course where a detective hunts for numbers and assembles them into a secret code would be an odd choice, right? A course that delves into the history of Excel and an overview of competing tools would not be beneficial either. So these ideas focus on approach, while your objective is to help the target audience acquire practical skills. So what format is the best for that? And we will answer this question at the end of this session. Let's dive into different types of formats to figure out. So first of all, slide-based course. A slide-based course, it is a training format that uses presentation software and delivers information through sequential slides. It's an approachable and familiar format, ideal for things like compliance training, safety protocols, or employees onboarding. It's quick and straightforward, especially if you are already familiar with PowerPoint. So in that case, creating a slide-based course, breaking down the content into manageable chunks and structuring the slide is key. This approach proves handy, especially when you need to update the information on a regular basis. And the limitation of this format would be that the completion of the course depends on the learner's intrinsic motivation. So it's necessary to divide the text into chunks and use some techniques to involve users. For example, editing some interactive elements. Let's actually see it in action and check out this example, which you are seeing on the screen. It is a slide-based course created with iSpring content creation tool. And this course with audio narration, by the way, I'm so sorry I didn't.
Differences, not in similarities. As more and more companies.
So a character steps in, guiding learners directly through the material. And these slide-based courses are super user-friendly, making them a great format for both you and your learners, regardless of the tech skills. So no coding background is needed. They're quick to create and update, so you can keep your training materials fresh and relevant anytime. So then let's move on to interactive role plays. These are training exercises in which learners engage in simulated conversations with various characters, allowing them to practice communication skills and receive feedback in risk-free environment. So your learners will be working in the safe environment. This format simulates like conversations with various personas like customers, subordinates, or colleagues. It's up to you. This is a great format for so many scenarios because learners can refine the communication skills, prepare for a real-world situation without the fear of making any error, and also you will improve their critical thinking at this point. So this format is indispensable for training sales team or reps or like customer service or technical support staff as well. For instance, it's ideal for instructing a new salesperson in delivering a compelling product presentation. The dialogues are lifelike and complete with voiced phrases and characters' reactions, creating an immersive learning experience. Let me show you the template of that. By the way, you can make those characters move as well, as iSpring has, let's say, the big content library, and you can make this lady angry or whatever, you know. So whenever you click start to engage with an interactive role play created with iSpring Suite, you'll be promoted to interact with the character. Make your choice, observe characters' reaction, and receive valuable feedback for sure. So on this slide, you can see what a dialogue simulation structure looks like. Don't be afraid of that. It's actually pretty easy, no worries. Here we have different scenarios of how the conversation goes depending on the answer. So you can create as many scenes as you want. We are continuing to explore with scrollable course. And right now, we are going to dive into that format, which is like in-depth article or a guide, you know, that explore topics thoroughly. And it offers detailed insights and analysis. There is not a more time-tested format than the traditional deep dive. For instance, a scrollable module exploring detailed medical case studies. It could allow healthcare teams to understand research methods, results, and their implications. These in-depth format, for example, is visual and probably vital for policy teams as well. One shortcoming of the scrollable course format is that it's geared towards teaching concept rather than practical skills like customer communication, for example. And the key to creating a compelling scrollable course is writing clear text and breaking this up with occasional images or flashcards or other assets. Now let's take a look at scrollable course on the screen. It starts with a cover and a title. Next is like kind of an introduction, and on the left side you will see like next chapters, and at the end of each chapter you will see next chapter button. And there are so many chapters which can be broken down into different tables, charts, you know, or let's say you can add actually flashcards for learners to learn. So we see images that can be enlarged, and you can insert videos or any other things and quizzes as well. By the way, this part of our content creation tool has a pretty nice AI feature, which will help you to create slide-based structured course. So then our next type is like video course. They are very dynamic. they will give dynamic learning experience that blended engaged recorded videos with visuals, providing step-by-step instructions and practical demonstrations. Videos are a great way to bring learners to life, making complex topic accessible and engaging and digestible as well. And speaking of the statistic, 80% of people prefer video-based courses, short one, try to make it shorter than 11 minutes because our brain won't accept more. Video-based courses provide a visual learning experience that captivates learners and make it an excellent choice for educational content. Creating a video lectures with iSpring actually can be very straightforward. And right now I'm going to show you why. Because you can record yourself using webcam, supplementing your talk with supportive visuals or whatever. So yeah, this video has audio as well.
Networks, company website, and other information.
But I'm going to switch it off because I prefer to talk today, you don't mind. So this is the lecture about like preparing for a call. And here an expert is explaining how to prepare for a call for a potential client. Nice, but very, let's say, some kind of a maybe time consuming and pretty expensive, let's say. So there are pros and cons in each format. So then our next format is interactive video course. So this format resembles a first-person computer game where the employees becomes the main character and the story depends on their choices. This format is based on a real-life situations in which employees must solve a particular task or challenge. For example, it might involve calming an upset customer or any other. The course provides feedback after each choice, helping learners understand their mistakes and prepare them for similar situations in the real life. And I'd say it's something like a dialogue simulation, but instead of static images, we have them like on the video. And the main downside of this format is that it can be costly and complicated to develop because this might not be the best choice for organization on tight budget, and building an interactive video course involves several steps such as like writing scripts, planning the visuals, finding suitable locations, recording the video, editing, and putting everything together in an authoring tool. Making changes to the course can be also tricky. So it's just important to think it through before deciding on each format, Right now, I'm going to show you the example of the interactive video course on the screen. In this immersive experience, learners step into the first-person perspective of a character, observing daily routines, making choices, and seeing the consequences unfold, determine the course's progression, We can see a person who spills coffee on a colleague, or now he has to do that, to do what to do and tell the colleague about it, or just, hide it, whatever. So depending on the answer, this story continues differently, and it's a dynamic way to engage learners, allowing them to actively participate and shape the learning journey. Time to talk about a fun format, my favorite one, games, because if you use the sense of humor in your courses, you will succeed for sure. People tend to learn information and retain better information if you use sense of humor. Games are interactive learning experience that incorporate gaming elements like challenges, levels, rewards, engaging learners, while enhancing skills and knowledge in a playful way. have you ever been stuck into a training that felt so tedious that you counted ceiling tiles? So I was, and I have been many times. So unfortunately, yeah, it was not once. And we all know that we need to make sure that right now we provide entertainment, not just e-learning for our audience. So games can inject life into dense subject and add excitement and fun to the learning experience. You can add dynamic elements such as level, points, ranking, rewards for a level of immersion that's hard to match with other formats. And finding the sweet spot where education meets entertainment might sound daunting, but iSpring makes even advanced format easy to create, no worries. So let's check out this template of narrative game-based course, first things first. Once we start the course and learn, we will learn more about the course settings, and we receive an email from our friend, Andrew. Andrew needs our help to become more efficient, and we can see that his KPIs don't look good. So the course continues with gamified slide where we need to help Andrew find his to-do list by clicking on items to move them. That's how a game can look like in terms of training courses. Something like a leadership role play game training, or it's going to be some kind of a good fit. And you could prepare future leaders in your organizations by creating a scenario where employees step into their roles and go through decision-making challenges, learning strategic thinking, team management, or motivational skills along the way. So podcasts. Podcasts are captivating audio-based training format that offers flexible and reliable learning experience. Imagine instead of straight lecture, you get to engage with employee through insightful discussion, expert interviews, or engage in narrative bundled in easy to digest audio format. The beauty of podcasts lies in their adaptability. Whether it's company updates or industry insight, podcasts deliver information in an accessible and relatable manner. Your team can absorb essential knowledge while working on the data entry, admin work, or either. So another major advantage of this format is that you can create compelling content on a shoestring budget, and for example, you don't even need to hire voiceover actors. Voiceovers can be done directly in authoring tool like iSpring, or we have text-to-speech feature as well, However, this is one of the drawbacks of the podcast format. It might not suit every employee as it requires processing information through listening, which might be not super benefit for visual learners. So in that case, I'd say it's better to have a reading script of the podcast for employees who prefer reading than listening. And let's move on. Screencasts. Screencasts are user-friendly visual walkthroughs guiding learners through screen recordings, images, text, and clear narration, making complicated topics easily understandable and accessible. So, for example, creating a screencast is also straightforward and typically can be done in just a couple of hours or even minutes, depends on the length of the video. It's like a friendly tech expert right by your side, who is guiding you through every click and shortcut of a new software. That's precisely what a screencast offers. A virtual walkthrough of the digital terrain, making the complex seem like a walk in the park. These video tutorials simply the learning curve, especially when exploring corporate portals or CRM systems or any other tech stuff because screencasts are really good for how to do videos. Creating a screencast is as simple as recording yourself doing a process while narrating. In just a couple of hours, you have a comprehensive tutorial ready to roll. And I think like both video and screen recording formats can be a good fit for how to do videos or product training or technical training. And screencasts offer a quick and easy way to provide software demonstrations, like showcasing website, narrations, or explaining complex workflows. With tools like iSpring Suite, keeping your screencast up to date is easy as the click of a button. No worries. Right now, I'm going to show you a ready screencast made using iSpring Suite. The screencast shows how to create interaction in iSpring Suite. We see mouse movements, and the video also has voiceovers. I just switch it off again. The presenter consistently explains the actions. One of the downside of the screencast is that it's another format that's not great for practical skills, you know. You can't actually practice and work within the software. You can only watch an overview of it. Also, if the software interface changes, you need to update the screencast completely. Just keep it in mind. Before we continue, I'd like to invite you all for our live demo with iSpring experts. Our expert will walk you through our features, our functionalities, and show you our tool, the capabilities, and you also can learn more about our LMS. Simply scan the QR code or follow the link in the chat to sign up for the iSpring demo. My colleague will share it in the chat right now. So just, yeah, look at this. And software simulations. The next format is software simulations. So interactive software simulations are incredibly helpful for employees learning new software. These simulations mirror the software interface, but again, it is essential to understand that interactive software simulations are tailored for training on particular tasks and processes and can be pretty expensive as well. So now we will explore various real-life examples of course formats tailored to different subject and objective. For instance, welcoming course can be done with scrollable course and embedded video, for example. In the contract, courses on the topics such as fire safety or cybersecurity benefit from slide format and scrollable course. Also, scrollable courses are best suited for product courses or main advantages, like, you can quickly make edits to the scrollable course as well. Courses for sales will require a combination of different formats: scrollable, slide courses, video lectures, role plays, and act. And similarly, courses on personal performance, such as emotional intelligence, public speaking, also require different types of courses. So guys, we did it. We go through a ton of practical format used in digital learning. Just to sum up, we explored the advantages and great uses for slide-based courses, interactive video role plays, long reads, games, and act. Next time you create a training, please consider these variable formats and watch your learning experience. And if you remember at the very beginning of the session, I asked you a question. Right now, we are going to conduct a poll. We have just 1 minute. Please reply to our back which format will work the best to use to create a course about using the Excel format file. And we will be happy to share the results. I hope we will have a couple of more minutes for that. So. But Jess, I may need your help. I don't know how to show the whole results, if you don't mind. But I see we don't have time for that, but yeah. Host and panels cannot vote. Oh, wonderful, perfect. Screencast. You see, most of you software simulations. You know, from my perspective, screencast is the best. So I see that you all got it right. Simulations are great as well, but kind of a hard and again expensive for changing in the future. So I think this is it of our journey. I do appreciate all of you. If you have any questions, we will reply to them. I hope my colleagues shared the link to my LinkedIn, and I will be happy to answer you all. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ina, and thank you so much to iSpring for this demo today. As Ina mentioned, they will address questions following today's demo, so please be sure to follow up. We're going to take a short break, and our next demo will begin at 12:45 Eastern Time. Thank you so much.